Harriet Tubman, the hidden strategist of freedom. Before we dive into this untold chapter of history, don't forget to like and subscribe to Yahweh Stories, or for more stories that reveal the forgotten giants who shaped our world. Harriet Tubman is best remembered as the fearless Moses of the Underground Railroad, guiding enslaved people to freedom against impossible odds. But few know that her legacy reaches far beyond those midnight journeys through swamps, forests, and hidden safe houses. Tubman was more than a conductor. She was a strategist, a wartime spy, and a master of defensive planning whose contributions remain largely undocumented in mainstream history. Born Araminta Ross in Maryland around 1822, Tubman escaped enslavement in 1849. Yet freedom for herself was never enough. She returned again and again, risking capture and death to rescue her family and countless others. These missions required not just courage, but precision. Tubman mapped routes, studied patrol schedules, and even used natural cues like the North Star to navigate. She carried a pistol not only for protection, but also to enforce discipline when fear threatened to break the group's silence. She ran her rescues with the discipline of a military operation, a testament to her tactical genius. What history often overlooks is how these skills translated into formal strategy during the Civil War. Tubman became the first woman to lead an armed expedition in U.S. history. In 1863, she guided Union troops in the Combahee River Raid, liberating more than 700 enslaved people in a single night. She scouted enemy territory, gathered intelligence, and planned movements with precision that rivaled seasoned officers. Her work blurred the lines between spy, general, and freedom fighter. Tubman also developed innovative defensive strategies. On the Underground Railroad, she designed fallback plans if safe houses were compromised, including decoy paths and alternate routes. She instructed those she led on signals, owl calls, coded songs, and lantern lights that could warn of danger or guide them through the dark. During the war, she organized safe zones where liberated families could regroup without being recaptured. Her vision extended beyond rescue. She thought about sustainability, security, and the long-term survival of her people. Yet Tubman's strategic mind was rarely documented in official records. As a black woman, her role was diminished or erased by the very institutions that benefited from her genius. Male officers received commendations for campaigns she helped design. Politicians used her raids as propaganda but rarely mentioned her name. After the war, Tubman struggled for recognition, even being denied the pension owed to her for military service. Her defensive strategies, which influenced both resistance networks and wartime tactics, remained hidden in the margins of history. Still, her impact endures. Tubman's methods anticipated principles later studied in guerrilla warfare and resistance movements worldwide. She proved that strategy was not the domain of generals alone, that a woman born enslaved could outthink slave catchers, Confederate soldiers, and even entire systems built to suppress her people. She embodied resilience not only in spirit, but in sharp, calculated planning that saved hundreds of lives. Harriet Tubman's story is not just one of bravery, it is one of brilliance. To see her only as a rescuer is to miss the larger truth. She was a commander in the shadows, a strategist whose battlefield stretched from the swamps of Maryland to the rivers of South Carolina. Her genius belongs not in the footnotes, but in the main chapters of military and social history. And as you reflect on her legacy, remember, the fight for freedom is not won by courage alone. It is won by strategy, vision, and relentless determination. Like and subscribe to Yahweh Stories or 144 for more hidden stories of history's greatest minds.